Oh my god, I can't believe it. Yet another dragon found us. Look how far we are from the dragon. Welcome to the 4th episode of my Ice and Fire Let's Play series. Today, as promised, we will tame some Amphitheres and Hippogryphs. After that, we will be starting our underground base. For those who have seen the last episode, you know that I was killed by a lot of dragons. I lost all of my good items and I asked my friend to get them for me, and he actually managed to do so. So thank you to him. In my inventory you can see all my stuff again. I got my good armor back and all my tools. In the meantime, I've been working on my base a little. There you can see 2 walking trees, and these are mobs from the Mo Creatures mod. And I've removed my little wheat field with the hut in the middle because I don't think it really fits into my base. And you can see all these flowers. They're not from me, they are from these 2 trees. So they just walk around and then plant these plants, and I can just farm them. And this way I can get some free dye in case I need some someday. Yeah, right here where I had planned my rotten egg farm will be my staircase to the underground base, which we will start later on. And right here will be my rotten egg farm. So I've just switched the position. I've already started to fill my pet station. We got a donkey and a horse here again. I've equipped them with some armor. Then we have a scorpion from the Mo Creatures mod. And there's always a little shelf for the items that I need. There's a pet amulet and a saddle. The pet amulet is used to collect the animals. And we got some more manticores, also from the Mo Creatures mod. So we have enough transportation. And the dragons will be in my inventory or in the ender chest, because I don't have enough room for dragons right here unless they're stage 1. So and right here you can see I've managed to get some Amphitheres. We got 3 Amphitheres and 1 Hippogryph tamed. I ran into a lot of trouble on the way. I had to fly about 50,000 blocks for all of them together. So I'm just gonna show you what happened when I was trying to tame them. Right here I found my first Amphithere after a very long search, so I was very happy to find this guy, and now I'm trying to shoot it down with snowballs. After trying to shoot it down with snowballs for a very long time, I actually found a better way to tame them, an easier way. Well, if you have a manticore or a hippogryph or any other flying creature, while I was shooting snowballs at it, I accidentally right-clicked the Amphithere in the air, which made me ride it mid-air, which is much easier than hitting it with a snowball. So I just was taming it mid-air and using a shield to nullify all its bites, and that's how I tamed my first Amphithere. And not long after I tamed my Amphithere, I got attacked by a dragon. Another fire dragon, which was much faster than the Amphithere. I tried to flee, but it was impossible. So I decided to go into the water before my Amphithere burns to death, because its fire breath attack are really strong. Right after I got off the Amphithere started to fly away. But that was the only way I could save my Amphithere from the dragon. So right now I'm going to kill the dragon and resume on getting my Amphitheres. The thing is, after I killed the dragon and looted it, I couldn't find the Amphitheres I tamed again. So I had to start the whole progress again. And this led me to be attacked by a dragon once again. So I have to fight off this dragon and then I can resume on getting a new Amphitheres. After a lot of arrows later, I managed to kill the fire dragon. Suddenly I saw a blue Amphitheres in the sky and I thought that was the Amphitheres from before, the one that I have already tamed. So I was trying to get to that Amphitheres while a stage 4 or stage 5 dragon crawled out of its cavern. So I had to defeat this dragon as well. Since the dragon came out of a cavern, I thought maybe I could just loot it really quick. So I went down there and checked all the chests and see what kind of loot I could find. In the end I found 2.5 stacks of gold, 7 diamonds, 5 emeralds, 1.5 stack irons, 2 diamond swords with good enchantments, and also some obsidian and an enchanted book, which were pretty good loot. Off we go to search for another Amphitheres, and we found one, an orange Amphitheres. And this time I'm not using snowballs, I'm using my newfound technique just by right clicking it in the air. After a while I managed to tame the Amphitheres and flew it back to the ground. Now I just had to collect my manticore again and then I could finally go back to my base. But of course, with the luck that I have, my Amphitheres got killed on the way back to my base. And I was pretty high up, the dragon still saw me and I didn't see if there was water, so I'm lucky that right there was a river, otherwise I would have died with 101 levels. So now I'm gonna proceed with killing the dragon and then I have to fly back around 7,000 blocks to the jungle and get myself another Amphitheres. After a while I finally arrived back at the jungle and I was using my new technique again and taming the new red Amphitheres. After successfully taming it, I tried to get the Amphitheres back to my base again. So I started to fly in the direction to my home base, but again a dragon found me and I killed the Amphitheres mid-air. And somehow I am always lucky in unlucky situations. There was always some kind of water underneath me. Right now I was over the ocean and down there you can see the dragon. So now I have to fight off the dragon again and fly back to the jungle to get another Amphitheres. After looting the fire dragon, I was on my 4th try to bring home a Amphitheres. I think it's the 4th try, I don't even know anymore. And the taming part wasn't difficult at all anymore because we have been doing it so often. And right now I've got it tamed again and we were back on my way to my base. This time I actually managed to bring the Amphitheres home because I was flying 600 blocks above all dragons. So no dragons could find me and that's how I successfully brought back an Amphitheres. Now I'm just bringing it back to its cage. When it comes to taming the Hippogryph, it was much easier. I just threw some rabbit foot next to it and it ate it and I got it tamed. It also took a very long time to find them, but the taming part wasn't hard at all, and I successfully brought it home. And before that I was trying to get it through the nether so I could bring it back home faster, because I was about 10,000 blocks away from my base. It can't go through the nether, it's not possible. So I had to fly all the way back to my base. So after all of my troubles, I finally managed to get them. I got 3 amphitheres and, well, 1 hippogryph, and I've already given it some chests and armor, hippogryph diamond armor, and yeah, so finally done that. Now we can move on to working on our base. I mean, starting our underground base. So right here will be the rotten egg farm. So now I have to think of a staircase which will fit right in here. So I think I'm going to go with this shape. I have a pillar in the middle, and then we're just gonna use slabs on the side and, you know, like a spiral staircase. And I've dug this hole. Oh my god, I threw my sword down. I wanted to throw down a torch so we can see down there. Let me get my sword real quick. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna replace this pillar with sacred oak wood and normal oak wood. We can start with filling in the slabs. Okay, so I'm done with the slabs. I've put them in right now, and I gotta say I kinda like it. I like it this way, so I'm just gonna keep it like this. It's a bit narrow, but as long as it is working, it's perfect. I'm more focusing on the practical part of our base than the design right now. We can always make it look better at the end. Okay, so now I have to get rid of these dirt walls and replace them with some better looking blocks. So I'm finished with my new staircase, and in the meantime these trees named Groot have been planting a lot of different flowers which I can farm later on. This is my staircase right now. I added some mixture between stone and stone bricks, gravel, and also cobblestone. So this is what the staircase looks like right now. But I'm thinking of switching the torches with fire. I'm thinking of, you know, always in the middle. I'm gonna add a fire behind a iron bar, and I think that would look much better. Anyway, this is where we arrive at the start of our underground base, and this will be the building style for the entire underground base. So let me try with the fire, and then let's see how that looks. Okay, so I was trying to add the stuff with the fire, but up here the wood started to get on fire or caught on fire, so I can't do that, so I'm gonna stick with the torches for now. Maybe later on we can add some better lighting, but for now we're gonna keep it like this. So now we're going to start with the actual underground base, and the entire base will be like this. This is the pattern, and well, the walls will be filled with something. I'm not sure yet, and the roof will always be some slabs. So that's the building style I'm using for this, and I think we should start with the storage room, because the one that we have right now is just temporary and it does not have a lot of space. And right here I've added some leaves too. I think that fits perfectly. Right here is our temporary storage room, and yeah, I think we should start with this storage room in our base, and then we can move on to create the pathways to our spawners. Right now I have finished my storage room, and I've already made a few tunnels here. This right here will be my staircase, so I can have multiple layers like this. Right here we can go to our storage room. These chests are just temporary with the stuff that I'm going to put into the storage room. This is the number 1 storage room, and there's also a second one right here, and I've always put some shields, not shields, some signs in front of them with the name of whatever items will be in here. Like here will be all the ice and fire items, and over here we got more like blocks, and here will be some ingots. These are blocks from the storage drawers mod. And yeah, so this is my new storage room. That should probably be enough for all items. And back here in this side I will also make a pathway like this, and there will be potion brewing room and a room for armor and tools, and also an enchantment room. And then I have to finish the staircase that goes a layer down, and then I will have to make a way to these spawners over there that I have marked. That's a zombie spawner, that's a spider spawner I think, and that's a skeleton spawner. So I have one of every kind. All I have to do now is move all of my items into my storage room, and then I will have to start the second layer of my underground base and add the pathways to the spawners. We will see that in the next episode, and I'm also gonna show you guys the new base my friend made. In the end, it's incredible, so you should look forward to that. And that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.